Мы на месте. Осмотримся.
Let's go introduce ourselves. You talk to her, Phelps. I'm no good at this shoulder to cry on stuff.
Just a minute.
LAPD, Mrs. Black. May we come in? We have some bad news, and we'd rather discuss this in private.
I'm Margaret Black. We can discuss this in the living room. Please come in.
Что там какая-то печальная? Слишком печальная.
Your husband drives a blue Lincoln, Mrs. Black?
That's correct.
The car has been found abandoned, and I'm afraid there are signs of foul play.
I knew something was wrong when he didn't come home.
We believe your husband may be injured. We found a pipe on the scene with blood on it.
Oh, no! My poor Adrian!
Does the name Insta-Heat mean anything to you, ma'am?
Yes, it does. We've just had a new water heater installed.
Whereabouts, Mrs. Black?
Just outside the kitchen window, at the side of the house.
I'd like you to try and stay calm and remember everything that you can about last night. My partner and I are going to take a look around. When you're ready, we're going to have some more questions for you. Is that okay?
Of course, officer. Anything to help secure my husband's safety.
Well, let's check the place out. Come on.
Ладно, посмотрим.
Have a good look around. There's got to be something in here to go on.
Билетик. С Лос-Анджелеса до Сиэтла. Похоже, кто-то куда-то собрался.
A used ticket to Seattle and a suitcase gone missing. Someone couldn't wait to get out of this house. To my Adrian. This thing gets more and more interesting. This must be Adrian's.
Посмотрим внимательнее. Что ли? Стензел.
Stenzel. So the glasses are a match.
Интересно.
Kavanaugh's. So who brought this home? Maybe Adrian was a patron. R&I should have an address.
Ну, здесь вроде все. Точно. Да, супруги у нас, по-видимому, спали в разных спальнях.
Separate bedrooms, separate pictures. What gives here?
Причем, очевидно, эта спальня была женской. Странно. На столе стоит не фотография мужа, всего лишь фотография жены. Странно. Ладно, все это. Так, газету мы попозже посмотрим. Это Кавана. Ну что ж. И туда мы наведаемся. А ну-ка. Что у нас тут? Опа. Помощники у нас. Это нам не нужно. Мафушка. Посмотрим на водонагреватель. Цветы. Странно. Толис, следы ножниц в игре.
No use leaving the
Yeah,
thing
sure,
half
stop.
finished.
Ломки. Периодически в этой игре нам будут попадаться вот такие вот мини-квесты. Головоломки. Какой предмет? Подойдет. Да, она может нас подойти. Оп. Следующее. Это вот. Да. Так. Это у нас, кажется, из этой оперы. И вот сюда. Пускай не хватает.
So the pipe missing from Mr. Black's heater is the same one that killed him. Huh. Seems like the assailant is a little closer to home.
Что-то как-то сильно в этом сомневаюсь. Позвоняем участок.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an address on a Kavanaugh's bar.
Certainly, Detective. One moment. Kavanaugh's Bar, corner of Aliso and Hewitt, south side of Union Station.
Thanks for your help.
Газета. Газету мы все попозже посмотрим, чуть-чуть попозже. Смотрим. Запись ролика очередная. Я так понимаю, квитанция на установку водонагревателя, трубой от которого положительно и был убит.
This was only recently installed, not 2 days ago.
Буклетик. Что ж, посмотрим на газету. Периодически в игре встречаются газеты. Они разбросаны в самых разных местах. И через них мы немного заглядываем наперед. Видим то, что послужит причиной того или иного события в игре. Посмотрим ролик.
Lie down, make yourself comfortable. So, You're a friend of Courtney's.
Yes, Doctor.
He seems very concerned about you.
I have these visions. These blinding visions. I can't get them out of my head. My skull, it feels like it's in a
I
vice.
want to give you something to calm your nerves. I want to take you on a journey back. I want you to remember the good things about your past, occasions that made you laugh, times that made you smile.
Итак, мы поставили первую газету. Поначалу не всем понятно, что к чему и зачем вообще нам эти ролики. Но в последующем они нам помогут раскрыть сюжет. Правда, в них есть один маленький такой минус. Это дикий спойлер. И прям по-черному спойлерят то, что произойдет. Причем задолго до того, как мы сами увидим эти события.
I'm all right now, detective.
Говори. Допросим.
We found a receipt in the trunk of your husband's car for a live pig. This receipt was made out to an F. Morgan.
A pig? Adrian runs a tool business. That would be Frank Morgan. God knows what he's up to.
What makes you say that about Morgan, ma'am?
He's the foreman at my husband's plant. A very shady character. I've told Adrian he needs to keep his distance from the staff. They're always out drinking together.
Собутыльники, значит.
Tell us about the photo of Adrian in the bedroom.
What is there to tell? It's from his most recent business trip to Seattle.
What was the purpose of Adrian's trip to Seattle, Mrs. Black?
He was meeting with some distributors. Adrian said that it was important to make contact interstate if he was going to grow his business.
Did your husband tell you where he was going last night?
All he said was he was going to meet Frank for a drink.
Что-то, блин. Что-то, меня смущает что-то. Ну, пусть.
Nothing out of the usual then.
Well, he came home early from work. He never comes home early. And he went out early, too. He normally never leaves for the bar till about 7.
Was your husband wearing his glasses when he left here yesterday?
Yes, he just bought a new pair.
Ладно.
Go on.
I kept telling him to throw those old ones away. He tried to repair them with tape. It looked terrible.
Your husband frequents Kavanaugh's bar?
How did you know that? Adrian practically lives there after work.
So Adrian spends a lot of time there.
Up until recently, he's been away in Seattle a lot on business.
I think you should come clean with us, Mrs. Black. Your husband is missing, and after our search, I'm willing to call the circumstances suspicious. Can you account for your movements last night?
You're not accusing me, are you? What an awful thing to say. I was here all night, of course, waiting for Adrian to come home.
Не верю я. А чем доказать? Брызги крови нет. Квитанция за живую свинью нет. Очки стенза нет. Бумажник нет. Лезок нет. Ну, не знаю, сомневаюсь.
The evidence is stacking up, Mrs. Black. It all places you at the rail yard last night.
I've already told you I was here all night alone. Your stack of evidence doesn't change a thing.
We'll keep you informed, Mrs. Black.
Please do, Detective.
Да. Можно сказать, зафейлили мы допрос. Правильно нам ответили только на те вопросы, которые не имели большого значения для дела. А вот эти два вопросы, я чувствую, были весьма важны. Самолеты. Канди-бобер. Это ж канди-бобер. Ладно. Пойдем в бар. Напьемся с
You
горя.
drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Зафейленный
So, where
допрос.
do you want to go?
KTI Radio.
Jesus, I'm glad to be out of there.
Mr. and Mrs. Black don't seem to have the happiest home life.
He's too scared to divorce her, and she's too much of a shrinking violet to throw him out. If this hadn't happened, they could have stayed miserable together forever.
You think she could have killed him?
She sure as hell doesn't seem the type. But stranger things have happened.
Интересная версия.
Hey, I know you.
No, you don't.
Интересно.
We were at school together. How about you buy me a drink for old time's sake?
Да, забавно.
You want a tip? Refill my coffee fast. You looking for someone?
Поговорим, не бармен.
You know Frank Morgan?
Sure. Frank's a regular. He's a loner in the back.
He just refuses to accompany me to church.
Frank Morgan?
Who's ass?
Cole Phelps, LAPD. I understand you're a friend of Adrian Black.
Yeah, I know him.
Are you aware that he's missing?
No, I hadn't heard that. Tough break.
We found Black's car abandoned in a freight depot, covered in blood. You know anything about that, Morgan?
Hell no. I'm sorry to hear that. I like Adrian. He's a good boss.
Now, please, don't tell me you actually believe this jerk-off, Phelps.
You're lying, Morgan. You were there.
And you're talking out your ass, detective. How about you prove I was out at that rail yard?
Да легко. Легко. Вообще легко. Квитанцию кто
You were there,
подписал?
Morgan. We found a receipt in the trunk of the car. It has your name on it. We can call the slaughter yard and nail you on it.
All right already. That fool Adrian's fallen for some dame in Seattle. He wanted me to make it look like he'd been attacked.
Where exactly is Black holed up?
No idea. I think he took off for Seattle.
Пиздишь.
I'm tired of your shtick,
Сволочь.
Morgan. Spill it, or we take you out in the alley and we knock it out of you.
He's holed up at my place. He's waiting for some money to come through before he blows town.
An address?
It's an apartment house at the corner of Temple and Figueroa. Apartment number 2.
I think that's all. Thanks for your help, Morgan. We appreciate it.
Hey, I'm just glad I could help. I love cops. Cuff him, let him go. It's up to you, Phelps. There's no way I'm writing this idiot up.
That broad has socks in it, Lucia.
I got drinking to do. You're getting nothing.
А ты нам больше и не нужен. Сейчас мы
You got Morgan's address?
И все.
Let's get over to his apartment.
You know the way. You can drive.
Do we know where we're going?
Поехали.
You can drive.
KGPL calling car 11K. 11K, come in.
11K, go ahead.
Message from Technical Services. Blood found in the abandoned Lincoln at the PE Freight Depot is not human. Repeat, not human. Compositional analysis reveals swine as the most likely match.
Roger, KGPL. Time to reel this guy in, Phelps.
Как мы и думали, в принципе, кровь оказалась виной. И можно с его душой арестовать нехорошего человека. С ним еще своего ограбления, похищения и убийства.
Let's check the place out. Come on.
Квартира номер 2.
Apartment 2.
Вон туда. А, вот. Вот квартира.
Help you, gentlemen? LAPD detectives, Mr. Black. You're under arrest.
Look, I'm really sorry about this. I never tried to hurt anyone. I just needed to get away from L.A. I won't put up a struggle. Just let me get my things.
I knew it! Phelps, go after him. I'll try and head him off in the car. Remember, the gun is the last resort.
There's no point running, Adrian. Mr. Black, get back here right now. It's over, Adrian. Why not just come clean with her, Black? Why the melodrama? I thought it would be easier. No, it just got a whole lot harder. Adrian Black, you're under arrest for conspiracy and fraud. We'll see what the DA has to say about wasting police resources on a wild goose chase like this.
You're gonna lose your wife, lose your job, and probably end up in the big house. I hope she was worth it, Adrian.
That turned out to be quite some case, huh? Adrian, what an idiot. You got an arrest and a clearance in your first case, and in fine style, too. Well done, detective. Efficient investigation technique, good public presence. You keep that up and you learn from Bukowski here, you could go a long way in this department.
Ну что ж, Мы закончили расследовать очередное дело. Нашли все улики, кроме одной. Закрыли дело на 4. Ну а мне остается только сказать, что с вами был Толис. Ставьте лайки, подписывайтесь. Всем пока.